I'm getting ready to travel from India back to the West with my father, and the whole world is going crazy because they think because of the ones and zeros, their electronic devices are about to go nuts, and the whole world is freaking out, and I don't have the time to pay attention to this because I'm being attacked by the unseen, and the lions are coming after my dad, and they're trying to steal his heart. Or at least that's what I think is happening, while the rest of the world is freaking out about Y2K and the beginning of the changes on a massive scale. I'm going through the Lionsgate activation in late 98 and 99, and no one even told me what this is about 10 whole years ago before the awakening that everybody is in now. And I wish somebody had told me what the game plan was. But maybe they actually had. Maybe the information was always there. And maybe none of this was new. Maybe it's the same message that Daniel told Nebuchadnezzar from the very beginning. You can try and benefit from the royal crown if you want. But if you don't chop this off from the very beginning and get rid of it all, you are going to cause the destruction and death of all of us. This was the message of Daniel to the leaders of Babylon. And by fate and destiny and divine providence and decree, my name is Salim, from the square and compass that we call the Kaaba. And my message can't be any different than Daniel's. Tell the leaders of Babylon, tell the leaders of the empires of gold, the empires of silver, the empires of bronze, the empires of iron and clay. Although those 10 toes may seem firm, Daniel, my brother, warned you long ago. O leaders of the royal family, the stoners are coming. The stoners are coming. What kind of stone is going to be presented in front of those who truly understand the sacred geometric structure? You see, I'm thinking I'm starting a war. I have figured it out. I am the Mujahid, and I know I'm not at war with any son of Adam in the physical body that I can see with my eye, because now the attacks have begun. They tried to kill my father. But I really don't understand what's going on, because I don't know what's really happening in the skies, and I don't understand the teachings of any of the masters who have taught anything, because I'm a confused little boy in a world that is way too rough for me, and all I can see is the fear, and I don't even know who my enemy is. And if I had even the slightest bit of understanding of the other races, or the slightest comprehension of who the Greens were since the time of Moses, or Akhenaten, or anything from the ancient times, from the sacred craft of the ancient Egyptians, or the reptilians, or the other races, or the jinns, or the blues, or the greens, or the reds, or the lions, or the two-horned ones, or the backbone, or the spine, or the vision of the eagle, or the eye, or the wings, or any of this stuff. If I had truly understood any of the knowledge, from the mountains in Bosnia, not knowing my own enemy, from the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, to the tribal lands, to the lands of America, who is my enemy? Who is my enemy? Do you know the enemy? How is it that we get past our lost, confused state and find out what is really the truth? You want to know about the lions, brothers and sisters. But I don't think you are ready to handle the truth. I give you the disclaimer and the warning in every time we do the sessions. There are some who have listened to me with a pure heart. And you have gone through the transformations. And a random brother named Muhammad asks me, he says, "Oh, Brother Salim, I listened to the whole story of truth from beginning to end, and then I had a strange dream. You may not believe this, but I had a strange dream. It was about lions. Do you know anything about lions, Brother Salim?" Listen, brothers and sisters, I tell you, I don't know anything about anything. But you're listening to Hot Conflict, and you hear here, but you can't hear anywhere else. How do we get that pure green day where everything is about growth and vegetation and new life and new love, a new understanding, a new awakening in the garden that we create on this earth? We can't get there if we're scared. And even though I have just found the most shocking information from my father, and I don't have any understanding of it at all, and I'm ready to start a fight of galactic proportions from this planet to any other, and I'm saying it clearly. I'm coming for you, brothers and sisters, beings of the jinn, coming for you. Do you know the enemy? Do you know the enemy? Do you know your enemy? Well, you gotta know the enemy, brothers and sisters. Let me ask it again. Do you know the enemy? Do you know your enemy? Well, gotta know the enemy. Oh, yeah. Do you know the enemy? Do you know your enemy? Well, gotta know the enemy. Oh, yeah. Violence is an energy against the enemy. Well, violence is an energy. Oh, yeah. Bringing on the fury, the choir infantry revolt against the honor to obey. Overthrow the effigy, the vast majority were burning down the foreman of control. Silence is the enemy against your urgency, so rally up the demons of your soul. Do you know the enemy? Do you know your enemy? Well, you gotta know the enemy. You see, this is the problem with us. At every time, we don't understand who it is that we're fighting. We don't understand what it is that the war is about. We don't understand what the true jihad is. And there are many who claim to understand the jihad, and they don't have a clue. My name is Salim Siddiqui, and I am a mujahid in the land of the West. I am in the land that they call the Gharb. And I am telling all those brothers and sisters that the time on this earth has changed. And when it changes, you find those, and you will see those, and you will hear those who say by the name of Allah, things aren't like they used to be. Something strange is happening. Something weird is happening. Something unusual is happening. There are things happening on the fringes of society, brothers and sisters. The weird and the wild, that which we call the land of the Gharb, the land of the West, the land of the Gharib and the strange, the land where the first of those who know what they are talking about will say, I am Gharib. By the name of Allah and the Sunnah of His Messenger, my name is Salim, from the family of Siddiqi, and I am the first of the Quraba. Let those who have understanding comprehend. So I ask you, brothers and sisters, do you know the enemy? Do you know the enemy? Do you know your enemy? Well, gotta know the enemy, oh yeah. The insurgency will rise when the blood's been sacrificed. Don't be blinded by the lies in your eyes. Violence is an energy from here to eternity. Well, violence is an energy. Silence is the enemy. So gimme revolution. Do you know the enemy, brothers and sisters? Do you understand what it is that you're truly fighting? Do you understand that the highest level of this struggle is not a war against other individuals? It is the struggle of your own self, the demons of your own soul, the true fears of your own heart. And once you have passed them, and once you know the true reality, then maybe, just maybe, you might be able to say that you have any clue what is really going on. Maybe you might be a follower of the Prophet Muhammad, who says, yes, I know about the lions. Then maybe you might be a true follower of Christ, who has the right to say, yes, I'm truly lion-hearted. Aslan speaks to me. Then maybe, just maybe, you might be a child of Israel who is a keeper of the covenant, who can say, I know why the lions adorn the passage. Just maybe, you might be a master mason who can say, I know what will make the Sphinx head turn. Just maybe, you might understand what it means to truly comprehend the sacred geometric structure, and you might understand what it means to be a pillar of light or a capstone of a pyramid. My name's Salim Siddiqui, and you're listening to Hot Conflict, and this, you know, brothers and sisters, is the Gharib of the Gharib, the strange of the strange. And on this earth, from now until the sun sets, no one is stranger than me. And no one even wants to be. Salam alaikum. Peace. Do you know the enemy? Do you know your enemy? Well, gotta know the enemy, oh yeah. Do you know the enemy? Do you know your enemy? Well, gotta know the enemy.